The Equality and Human Rights Commission has totally struggled to explain its admissions why their major report published on Thursday, November the 16th, 2023 is supposed to assess the status of equality and human rights across Britain for 5 years since 2018. But this analysis of the report on YouTube News further exposed the Commission ability and willingness to hold the UK government to account over its repeated their breaches of disabled people's rights, committed institutionalized abuses. The report in its failure to mention two legal intervention it has made in the last 2 years since 2021. Both of them, which were supposedly aimed at forcing the government to act over major breaches of disability rights, which also contravene the United Nations Convention on the Right of Persons of Disability. This news story now has highlighted the Equality and Human Rights Commission in the report failure across 5 key areas: housing, disability benefit, social care, unlawful detention in mental health setting, and education are described as systematic abuse. The Equality and Human Rights Commission made no serious mention at all of the legal warning they issued the government of November 2022, just 1 year ago, about the inappropriate and unlawful detention of people with learning difficulties and autistic people in mental health setting. On disability benefit, the report made a couple of low-key reference to concern is not taking the issue very seriously of work capability assessment, WCA, in reference to statistics showing the worsening of mental health of disabled people, stating some of this trend may link to changes in benefit paid to disabled people. Analysis have found changes to the work capability assessment, known as WCA, correspondent with increased mental health problem. The Equality and Human Rights Commission referred to research published in 2016, overtly failed to mention the additional information of the 600 suicide deaths linked to WCA failing of the Department for Work and Pension, DWP, since 2018, including the 9 deaths that took place due to systematic abuses by the DWP. There is no mention of the EHRC own attempt since April 2022 to persuade the DWP to sign a Section 23 legal agreement that would force the department to improve its treatment of disabled benefit claimants. The Equality and Human Rights Commission overtly failed to point out the United Nations Committee on the Right of Persons with Disability has criticised the UK government for the persistence of a dual education system that segregates increasing numbers of disabled children in special schools. The Equality and Human Rights Commission in the report overtly failed to point out Article 24 of the UN Disability Convention required the development of a fully inclusive education system. The Equality and Human Rights Commission in the report cannot explain they admitted so many key concern about disabled people's rights, also ignored the recent death of disabled people linked to the DWP action based on systematic abuse. The report of the Equality and Human Rights Commission has weakened to protect the government and other public bodies, have not favored the right of disabled people, have breached the UN Conventions on the right of persons with disability in this regard.